Alabama starts spring practice on Tuesday, and our AL.com beat reporters tracking several storylines. Michael Casagrande joining me now in Tuscaloosa. And Michael, first order of business, Brian Dable, new offensive coordinator for Alabama. What are your expectations as he installs this new offense?
No, it's going to be interesting. He's a new guy, a new face, a whole new style. How much of that style will be his, it'll be interesting to see, because a lot of this does come from Nick Saban. He kind of dictates what he wants to see, and the offensive coordinator, he implements it. So just how different it's going to be hard to tell probably early on. Might even go into August, into September before we see just how different it is. But a different personality, obviously. It's not Lane Kiffin anymore. Probably a little bit more low profile. Won't hear as much about him. But it'll be something different from obviously the last 3 years.
All right, Michael, now we take a look at the backfield. No doubt going to be stacked this season. What are your expectations in terms of the battle, at running back?
No, it's going to be fascinating. I mean, there are 4 guys who are 5-star recruits in high school, and there's only one ball they can run at a time. So it's going to be interesting to see just who makes it through, who's going to be in that top depth chart. I mean, you have to figure there's going to be 3 guys, maybe 4 guys in the rotation. It means that there would be guys who were former top recruits who will be not involved as much in the offense. Najee Harris, a true freshman coming in, he's the new guy. You got Brian Robinson coming from Hillcrest and Tuscaloosa. You also have a 1,000-yard rusher in Damian Harris returning. You also have Bo Scarborough, who finished the season looking as good as anybody in the country. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they manage things, how the offense changes with the new coordinator, like we mentioned. So it's going to be a lot of moving parts. Where people want them to run the ball, they're going to definitely have the people, the personnel to run the ball.
And Michael, as the story always goes under Nick Saban coach defenses, 5 of the 7 guys in the front 7 that started last season for Alabama heading to the NFL. So what are your expectations in terms of the holes that have to be filled in this offseason?
That's going to be interesting. Another interesting place to look. I mean, the same thing, a similar thing happened a year ago with Ashawn Robinson, Jaron Reed, Reggie Ragland going to the pros. A lot of depth was missing. It's just sort of that next wave of people come in. You have Quinnen Williams on the defensive line. It's gotten a lot of big, praise from guys that say he plays like Jonathan Allen. Redshirted last year, so you didn't see him. Linebackers, you have Ben Davis, another 5-star guy, the top middle linebacker in the country. A year ago, redshirted last year, should be a factor. Mac Wilson was a special teams guy, another 5-star guy. A year ago as a freshman. So there are a lot of pieces, a lot of parts. Defensive line, and I mean, you still have Deron Reed, you have Deshaun Hands. There's all kinds of guys that are going to be kind of coming in that are play bigger roles that were part of the rotation last year. They're going to be bigger this coming season. So there's definitely some options there.
All right, Michael, thank you so much. We'll see you in Tuscaloosa for the start of spring practice. Of course, we'll hear from Nick Saban, and you can get all of that here on AL.com.